Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. I usually do a painting every day, if not, then every other day. So there's always something different coming up. My name's Laura. We are going to do a swipe today. It's going to be like a half moon in all sorts of colors, not celestial colors, but just a variety of colors. And so I have my base down on here. This is Color Place Antique White, right out of the can. So I kind of want to do something that comes around like so and leave some negative space in here. So I am starting with, what am I starting with? Amsterdam Diox Purple paint. Paint is going down first because it holds up your pigments from sinking into the base. And here's a tip for you. Whatever color you want to be most prominent, well, no, never mind. I'm not going to say that because that's for a bloom. But in a bloom, whatever color you want to be most prominent, you want to put down first, as that will be the most prominent color. So there's a little tip for you, even though we're not doing a bloom today. This is this little Piggy Blue Eyes pigment. It is a little thick because it is cold here in Ohio. So I'm going to add some of my, we call it Jowa, or I call it Minwa because I use Minwax polyacrylic and water. So 3 parts Minwax and 1 part water mixed in a little squirt bottle, and that's what you can use to thin your paints if they're too thick. And I like this consistency. When you drizzle it, it just leaves a trace for maybe 2 seconds, and then it just disappears down into the paint. So we're going to put this down. And I have learned over the past month that I am not using enough paint. I need more color because I don't always get all the vibrancy that I want. This is Liquitex Phthalo Blue. So I am alternating paint Piggy, or maybe, I'm sorry, paint pigment, or sometimes I'll do paint pigment, but usually no more than 2 pigments in a row because they don't stand up as well. Although, of course, the other day I did a painting with almost all pigments just because I love the colors, and it turned out okay. But for beginners, you might not want to do that. So that was a paint. This one is this little Piggy Sapphire. So far we have blues and purples. This one is a little thick, and it happens. It's the colder it is, they kind of tend to thicken up. If you don't have exactly airtight container, look at the shine on this. I hope you can see that. It's just gorgeous. This is my first time using the Sapphire. I'm kind of pushing my bubbles out of the way from where I stirred. So I've been on a pigment buying spree to get all the different colors I like, and what has happened is that now I realize I don't have enough paints to alternate in between them. Life's little problems. This is Artist Loft Cadmium Yellow. This next one, we're just going to put a little bit of this. Now that yellow is going to mix with those blues and make some green, but it should also show up as yellow. So just a little bit. I'm going out of my normal zone. You know me, if you've been watching me, you know I love my teals. I love purples. And I love blues. This is Golden Peach Pigment by this little Piggy. I'm really excited with this color because I am not a fan of orange, but this is like a nice peach and it's really glistening and shiny. I think I want a little more of that. Okay, so I'm really excited about that. This one is called This Little Piggy Aphrodite Pigment. It is a beautiful coppery, but with some red tone in there. So it is a beautiful dark copper. There's another one very similar to it called Athena, which is a rose gold. Okay. Next is an interference pigment called Velvet. It kind of has an indigo color to it, almost like a pearlescent light lilac. It's really pretty. And these interference colors you put down to get yourself some shimmer and shine on what you're doing. You want to put them over a darker color because that's when they show the best. This one is Primary Elements Jasmine. Wait till you see this. Beautiful, beautiful pink. You got to be careful with reds because they kind of tend to take over. But I think this is going to be really pretty as like a pretty accent color. And then last but not least, oh, well, I should end with a pigment, with a paint, but I'm putting this on top. Hold on, it's a little bit too thick. This is this little Piggy ball gown, and it is another interference color of white and gold. And I think that will be beautiful on top. I have not tried this yet, and I've been wanting to, because sometimes you just want a little bit of white in your painting. And although this has some gold in it, I think it's going to give me my white that I would like to use sometimes. You can already see the gold right there in it. Okay, so that's that. Let's get a skewer. I've already got it on me. Let's pop these bubbles. Okay. Let's get a paper towel so we're ready. Bubbles are popped. Now, I got 2 new swipers. Got this one, which is good for like doing a spiral where you start in the center and you work your way out. And then we have this one. So I think we'll use this one. So what I'm going to do, I have my cell activator here. I'm going to put it on the back of my spatula, and I'm not going to do it on top of the painting so I don't drip on it, but I'll kind of show you in steps. That's how much I have. Now I'm going to take a popsicle stick and spread it all over the spatula. Get it out to the edges. I'll show you right before I come over. All right. This is what it looks like, completely covered. So I'm going to take and flip it. I'm going to keep it angled like so, not a lot, just a little bit, so I'm not digging into the paint as I go. And I'm just going to slowly spin this as I go. So here we go. Look at that. So now I'm going to wipe this off. See, I didn't even need that much cell activator. So much of it just came off in the pan here. Now we're going to spin this out and it's going to expand. But first, I would like to modify it. So this is going to be a modified swipe. So I'm not going to do anything out here because this is going to spread off the edge. But on the inside, now when you do swipe modifying, you want to wipe the tool off with every swipe, every drag, I should call it, that you do. So you're not dipping new paint, colored paint into your base, and that you're not getting too much on the tool. And into your cells and such. Now I wonder if I should come the other way. I think I probably will come in this way. Now I don't like all of that, but let's just leave it and see what happens. Oh, I like those two right there. Oh, we're getting little hearts here, sort of. Those are cute. Something different. I don't like this. Well, there's nothing we're going to do with that. now they've kind of joined. So then I think I'm going to do a few little squiggles. Like maybe every third one. Shouldn't be so particular, but I'm kind of an organized person. Probably too organized. I need to let loose and just be creative. I'm really liking this. That one's gonna slide off. So I think this is cute. So let's get our stuff out of the way before we start spinning. Look at all the cells that have appeared that weren't there when I first did the swipe. There's so many. This is going to be gorgeous. Let's get that out of the way, and here we go. I'm going to start out slow at first. Okay, so what I feel I did, see what's happening here? We're losing most of our paint over here. I think I'm going to I don't want to tilt. We're gonna push this over that way so that the gravity doesn't pull everything off over here. I should have started in more with placing my colors. This is pretty nonetheless, but yes, I did learn a lesson. Instead of putting them out here, I should have put them up here towards the center more, so that not all, look at this out here. That's gorgeous. So I should have laid my colors down up here more, so that as they spun, they would come out here. But I'm gonna leave this right here because I think it's beautiful. Of course, these little tendrils have no problems moving that way. Now, if only, I might try tilting just a little bit. Let's get some gloves out. This is gorgeous, though. Definitely out of my color scheme here that I'm usually doing. And I really like it. I mean, you see the pink. You could see the Aphrodite is just beautiful. We've kind of lost our purple because it went off the side, but this is really pretty. I like it. And I hated the swipe technique at first, but you get these crazy beautiful cells and I love them. And so I'm going to do more of these because you just get such beautiful cells. So I'm going to hold this right here. Oh yeah, here we go. Look what's happening. Let's get it coming back. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's what I wanted. Look. This is beautiful. And they're not even getting really wonky either, like wonky cells. But I think I'm going to end there because just gorgeous. What do you think? I love it. Let me take a look from, oh yes. Look at that. All right, folks, we're done. I am stopping right there because this is beyond beautiful. Let me get these gloves off. And I'm going to take you down and show you the finished product. And you can see what I mean about these swipes. They're so simple once you get the idea that you can't press too hard. We've got the blues, we've got teals where the yellow mix with the blue. We've got that beautiful, beautiful pink, oranges, blues, some of the purple, not much. The purple's almost on the side. There's the ball gown right there, the whitish, so pretty. There's the Aphrodite. We've got some peacock cells. That's where you get multiple colors in each cell. Just a beautiful, beautiful painting. So there you have it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you tomorrow or the next day. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.